All right, so here we are looking at the Sentinel 6 foot tall pop up Christmas tree with fairy lights. This is going to be again, 6 foot tall tree. It's got 100 lights on it. Ours comes in white, but there are going to be different colors like pink. They've got like full on silver tinsel as well. Lots of colors to choose from. We're going to go through, talk about the features of the tree, who we think it'd be really good for, give our overall thoughts. But before we jump in, I want to thank Sentinel for sending us this tree so we can do a demo and review for you guys. So starting off with the height, I am 5'9", and you can see the tree is just a tiny bit taller than I am. I would say that's 6 feet to the top of the star. It also comes with a star, something that you're probably going to want for the tree. Now, they are pencil style trees, which means they're skinny. They're very skinny trees, which make them good for small spaces. We have ours displayed here in the front room. Likely, probably not the place you're going to put them. You're going to put them in the corner of a dining room. You might put them in the corner of an office. You might put them in your entryway, put two by your door or something like that. But yeah, the compact nature really works well for those in an apartment, if you're in a condo, townhouse, something like that. Or if you want to spruce up your office at work. I mean, this is something that can fit in pretty well anywhere. The footprint is something like 14 square inches. It's not a crazy big footprint. So 14 by 14, it'll fit roughly inside of that. It's also very light, which is somewhat of a double-edged sword. Makes it easy to move around in terms of before you set it up. But then once you have it set up, it is light. So if you've got like pets or anything like that, they do have the ability to knock it over. So something just to keep in mind, if you're putting it in an entryway, if you're putting it in your office or a dining room, if you have four-legged friends or small children, it is possible to knock the tree over. So something to think about would be, could you weigh it down? Yeah, you could probably hide like a sandbag or something underneath there. That would definitely help. And obviously in the future, if they go with a heavier base model, I think that'd be a wonderful little upgrade. All right, talking about the rest of the tree, it's basically you construct the pole in the middle. It is going to be coated against rust, although I don't recommend putting this outside because you are just going to be giving homes to spiders in there. It is going to be rust resistant with the coating, very easy to put together, and then you literally just put the outside of the tree onto the pole. There's not too much work to actually set it up. Now, something I do think they could do is the lights are separate. So the tree is separate from the lights. Now, there's a couple good things here and some things that I think you should think about. One, you can make it look like whatever you want. If you don't like these lights, or you want different lights, or you want more lights, or you don't like lights at all, you can take them off. They're not a one-to-one, everything comes as a package deal. Now, the flip side is if you do want these lights, because they have 8 different lighting modes from pretty much everything to, you got slow fades, you got chasing lights. I like the slow fade personally. You've got the full-on like blinking, like siren flashy strobe mode. And of course, constant on, also the classic, if you want to think of it that way. If you like these lights, you're going to have to wrap the tree. Now, because it is a pencil tree, it's pretty easy to wrap as one person. You could do it pretty easily, not going to be that big of a problem. If you don't like the lights, like I said, you can always put on whatever other ones you like. Now, a other potential bonus feature of this lighting system is the lights are USB powered. Now, the downside of that is it doesn't have a power block. So you either have to use a power block from something else you already have, or if you have USB outlets in your home, that's obviously going to work. Now, if you are worried about leaving your lights on, there is a timer function on here. So you can set the timer on your lights. It'll turn off after, I want to say it's 6 hours and 18. It's either 6 and 18 or it's 8 and 18. But you can choose there, and this is actually one of the other things that I think they could possibly improve, is while it has the timer function, if I click it right here, that's timer setting 1, timer setting 2, there isn't really a feedback for which timer you're on. So let's say that I clicked it like, I don't even know, I clicked it like 8 times right there. So I clicked it a whole bunch of times. What timer is it on right now? I'm not totally sure. So just something to think about while you do have a timer option. I do wish it gave a little bit of feedback about what timer is currently active. If that is somewhere and I am just not seeing it, I would say they should make it a little more obvious where that is. I do not recommend losing the remote, so make sure you keep this. Batteries are not included. It will take AAA batteries. So overall, like I said, this is a really great tree for people who don't have a lot of space, want to be able to set up some big impact decoration very quickly, and lots of customizability for how you want to power your lights and what lights you want to put on it. You want more lights? Go ahead, put more lights on it. You want less lights? Use a different light. Lots of options, up to you, and it is a nice, very holiday themed look for the house.